Just three radio hosts on air, dumb debating.
It is time for Dumb Debates, our weekly jaunt into our inbox to see what kinds of quandaries you have for all of us. And you can send us your dumb debates anytime into the JTech Construction Zone Twitter feed at USC 1620. Use the hashtag dumb debates or email the Grum, John at 1620thezone.com, Josh at 1620thezone.com, Nick at 1620thezone.com. Into the Equitable Bank inbox at Equitable. They take banking personally. Answer the phone with the first ring.
I got one that you guys can answer, and so I'll just nod along. Pedro texts in, "Hi guys, dumb debates question.
Pedro.
You guys have to share the fastest production car in 2024. Which one of you guys will drive the fastest, and how fastest will you go?" Oh, never mind. I can answer this too. For some reason, I was trying to figure out what is the fastest car. So first of all, what is the fastest car?
Probably the Corvette C10, right?
Production car.
They've just come out with a 1,000 horsepower Corvette. Yes.
Holy God!
The
what?
ZR1. Yes.
Yeah, the ZR1. That's right.
It is. Yes. It is
Okay.
tremendous. It is amazing.
Obviously, I would drive because I am the best driver amongst all three of us. Oh, this is a cool looking car.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I'll take it.
You would poop yourself.
No, I will. You always say this. I'd be.
Well,
So then you would think it's going to evaporate.
Who would drive the fastest? First of all,
you can drive, John.
I do not.
You're the dad.
I don't want to get the mega speeding ticket. So can we be on a closed course where we can actually go fast?
Sure.
Let's go to the Salt Flats. How about that?
I mean,
Expected to start
there's
around $180,000.
There's a little road course over here and across the river.
So what is
Council
1,000
Bluffs.
horsepower? How fast is that? How fast will it
It's like 1,000 horses.
Yes, I know that, Nick.
Your car, Josh, probably has, I'm guessing, probably like 170 horsepower engine.
Holy God.
Mm-hmm.
The average passenger vehicle has probably got about 250 horses.
Yeah,
So
if you get like a Charger or a Mustang, that might be about 350-ish.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
how
it
fast
might
can
be
it go then?
That car, it can
Can it go
easily
over
get
200?
it can easily get to 200 miles.
Holy
Yes.
crap.
I
You can
believe
drive it,
211 is what they have clocked it at its fastest.
Not
Do you think you could
311.
drive 211 miles per hour?
Again, if it's like a track like Daytona or Talladega,
Just don't turn the wheel really fast.
well,
don't wanna
you
flip
don't have
around.
to because the banking is there. You don't.
No, I don't want you to drive straight and just go wee, and then suddenly we're flipping and dying.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
I would like to push the envelope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I would too. I like going fast.
Sam says, "What's John's crew said it coming from Lincoln? This could help inform the answer." John seems like a guy who drives 5 miles per hour below the speed limit.
Hell no. But based on the way all you weirdos out there are, it feels like I'm doing 20 below.
Nice.
'Cause I'm getting passed all the time. Usually I'm about 80.
Wow. That's not like F1. Isn't the speed limit 80 now on the interstate?
No, it's 75.
It's still 75.
It's always been, well, not
I'm an-
always, but it's been
I'm about
75
I'm
for
like-
a very
I'm-
long time.
I'm in the same range, by the way. I'm always an 80, 81 guy. Don't want to get up too high and get pulled over. Yeah, you can drive, John.
By the way,
You're
I don't
the
know.
dad of the
I
Grum.
don't know if you've all noticed this,
Mm.
but the police have been doing a lot more monitoring on the interstate between Lincoln and Omaha
Have
the
they?
last
Mhm.
month or so.
This
have.
when I go on Friday, that will be the first time that I've driven to Lincoln in months.
Be
Months.
particularly the closer you get to Lincoln, get your antenna up. There were literally 4 county, city, and state patrol within 10 miles of each other on the interstate
Okay.
near Lincoln today.
Interesting.
And I know all their hiding places. I know where you are. Not that I'm breaking the law, but I know where you are.
Hockey Dad says you can get to 143 from 72nd to the Irvington exit on 680. Is he saying 143 miles per hour? Oh, that's fast. I've only been in a car one time where it's been over 100
That
miles
is
an hour.
ill-advised, folks.
I was
You're
in
on
high
a
school.
public highway. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Nick, this is for you. Well,
Okay.
Also for John, too. And then let's get Happer in because
Well,
he's
it's
a
supposed-
Panthers fan.
It's supposed to be for all of
Well,
us.
I know, but you guys will be involved more. Chase Daniel, and shout out Mike for sending us this, has proposed a 3-team trade. The Rams get Bryce Young. The Dolphins
I'm out.
get Matthew Stafford.
Hmm.
The Panthers get the Dolphins' second and the Rams' third rounder. Chase Daniel says it's really not that crazy. John, Nick, your thoughts?
I do not want Bryce Young. No, pass. Next.
Nick, do you
Get
want
outta
Matt
here.
Stafford?
No, I don't think he would fit well with the Dolphins
Why do you always say this?
Because they built that team
Tua's
around.
brain doesn't
I
work
get
anymore.
that. They built that team around Tua.
But Tua is probably done. So you don't want Stafford for nothing?
You are insane.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford with Tyreek Hill with those players, they would. I'm not saying they'd win the Super Bowl because, it's obviously not the Rams, but
I will spit my water everywhere.
Sad.
you'd be crazy, man.
Come on, Nick. What are you talking about?
You'd be crazy. You're going to need a quarterback.
No,
I'm not saying he's going to be a long-term solution for you, but this trade is nixed. There ain't no way in hell we want Bryce Young. Get that out of here.
Nice.
No way.
Max says, can't the Bugatti do like 250 miles per hour or something?
I have no
Which
idea.
Bugatti?
Is that a production car? Does production car just mean for normies?
Yeah, you can buy it. You can go to the
You
dealership
can buy
and order
Bugatti. You don't have the money for it, but you can buy it. I think their last one they released, they only made 100-something of them, and it's encrusted in jewels.
What?
Yeah.
That's stupid. It's a car.
It's a very fast car.
Yeah, I know, but why do you want a car covered in jewels?
I have no idea.
It's
That
just
makes
To
no
flex,
sense
Josh.
to
To
me.
Yeah, I
flex.
know, but I just want to
whatsoever.
drive. I don't need a jewel car.
Uh,
What do you got?
Now you'll have to tell me because I'm trying to go back through some of the older ones that we haven't done,
Yeah.
or at least I don't think we have done. Now I may have missed this, but Husker Fan for Life
Sky.
says you're supposed to create a 5-course meal for your significant other, but you forgot. So on the drive home, you only have enough time to swing to a gas station and purchase pre-made gas station food.
Oh, no.
Which station and what are you getting for each course?
So I'm thinking either Quick Trip or Come and Go because I think they have more variety.
Some of the Casey's now have a lot of variety.
But you
too.
can't guarantee that with the Casey's. That's the thing. They're so inconsistent now.
But what if on my way home from work, I know the Casey's that has a lot of things?
Then sure, I guess.
See, that's funny, though. I mean, Nick, I like the QT option. The issue for me is that there is not a QT on the way home
Mm-hmm.
because that would be my pick as well with Casey's in the conversation because they have a lot of varieties of things. 5 courses. Okay, give me these courses. So you obviously have an appetizer. Normally you would have a salad,
Appetizer, salad,
entree,
dessert.
dessert.
What's the 5th course?
Yeah, what's the 5th course? 5-course meal. We are
Is
obviously
there a pre-appetizer?
hors d'oeuvre appetizer. There is hors d'oeuvres.
Mm.
So finger foods, and then the app, and then a salad, then a main course, and then dessert.
Now, I wish I knew a little bit more, but I'll the new gas station. It's what is it called? Speedy Mart.
Oh yeah.
It's at the Greenwood exit. There, the 420 exit.
Nice.
They do some rockin' chicken fingers,
There you go. So that's your main course.
but they don't have like the variety of like the Quick Trip and the QTs over here on the interstate. The Come and Go
Yes.
they've got the full deli thing, and a lot of the Casey's do. I mean, if I'm thinking of a Casey's, obviously the pizza's in there somewhere.
Yeah, if you're doing Casey's, that should be the
So,
entree.
We shouldn't box ourselves into just the warmer food though, because Come and Go, they also have sushi and they have sandwiches,
See,
prepackaged sandwiches.
Gas station
and stuff.
sushi.
You
I
see-
mean, it's something though.
you see, this is where young Josh would be benefited by
Oh, Popeyes.
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's would be
Because
perfect.
Buc-ee's,
No.
literally,
Nick,
you
no,
could do
no,
a
no,
real
no,
5-course
no.
meal.
Nick told me, but that's not a gas station. It's more than a gas station.
Well, Casey's is a thing. They're,
It's a way of life.
it is. Well, Casey's.
He's wearing the stupid hat.
Yeah, I am. Hell yeah.
Good Lord.
Look at the beaver.
This is why Husker Fan for Life. This is why we need a Buc-ee's here for problems just like this, that you're driving home and you promised a 5-course meal, then you forgot, and you got to stop at a Buc-ee's. You're going to come home with the brisket and then probably those pickled eggs that they do
Mhm.
and those Bucky Bites, those Bucky Nugget things.
You can
And then
get
they've got fudge,
You can get chocolate-covered nuts.
chocolate-covered nuts. I mean, you could take care of the whole thing.
Buc-ee's is perfect.
A couple comments. Justin says, what about the Hy-Vee Fresh Market? Jeff says, no brainer. Cubbies, fresh meat, and veggies.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, Steve's
Does-
in the YouTube chat. He also
That's-
mentioned Hy-Vee.
Oh,
Does
that's
the
a good-
Hy-Vee's gas stations, do they...
He said they have full Chinese meals and pastas and pizzas and a full deli.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh
you
yeah,
can do
that's
a
it.
$5
There's your
there.
answer right there because you got the Hy-Vee right there.
There's
and
a
they
Hy-Vee on the
feed-
way home to
and
me.
they feed.
That feels like cheating, almost. That
That's-
almost feels like cheating.
But that's why they do the gas station.
true.
You just celebrated Buc-ee's, but going to Hy-Vee's gas station is cheating.
Because Buc-ee's,
Fascinating.
Buc-ee's isn't known as a supermarket first. Hy-Vee has been a supermarket, and then they're like, but
No,
also
that's
gas.
weak. That's garbage, Nick. Garbage opinion. Hy-Vee's my
Rick
answer.
says a random dumb debates topic.
Hello, Rick.
Which one is better to start a sentence to remind someone of something they need to do?
So wait, reread that, please.
So you're starting a sentence to remind someone of something they need to do.
Oh,
Do
awesome.
you start the sentence with "Don't forget" or "Remember to"?
Or you can do what John and Josh do and just start singing.
I was going to say the same thing. Now, is this, are we being a-holes when we're trying to remind somebody, or is this
Wow.
being done earnestly? No, I'm for
This
this
is being
question.
done earnestly,
Okay, so if I,
and I would concur that if we are reminding Nick that he's not forgotten someone,
Yeah.
that the singing method
it's a great method.
It is
it's a,
really
it's a
fun.
very kind way of not being a jerk,
Yes.
It's really funny.
It's a
too.
very important.
and you get to hear us sing.
Mhm.
Tibbs says, I remember the singing.
It's good to know that you did it to him
Hey,
too.
we
See, we developed the singing for Stibbs because there was a period of time where Josh would just literally backseat produce.
Yeah.
And he was just like, Stibbs, you need to do this. Stibbs,
Well,
you need to
hey,
do this. And then Stibbs would eventually get to the point where like, you want to come over here and produce this thing?
To be fair, during one of the commercial breaks today, I said, hey, Nick, don't forget blank. And he said, thank you, Josh. I had forgotten blank. So sometimes we need to put our foot down. So I guess I just answered the question. Don't forget is what I say.
Maybe it's a time limit thing.
Mm,
Because if you say something like that, that's when there's not a whole
Yeah,
lot
I think
of
I'm a
time
don't
left.
forget.
I'm a don't forget guy.
Yeah, don't forget to unload the dishwasher. Don't
Mhm.
forget to take out the trash. Don't forget. Yeah, I'm a don't forgetter.
Yeah. What was the other one? Remember.
Remember to.
Yeah, remember to seems a little more positive. You got to remind him.
So remember to doesn't
Don't
feel as natural as don't forget to me, but I don't.
Yeah, I
right.
agree.
Yeah.
I
maybe I'm a
agree.
maybe I'm a don't forgetter.
Travis just said Buc-ee's is overrated, by the way.
You're overrated. Shut
Yeah,
up.
Travis.
Nice.
Shut up, Travis.
Nice.
You don't have the beaver.
Mustache Adam points out, tone is really the important factor on saying don't forget or remember to. You can say both earnestly, but if you give it in a snarky tone, you can be an a-hole saying both. What if you say them when you're singing, don't forget to call our guest?
Stibbs just got non-flash.
Uh-huh.
I mean, singing to remind people of a very important thing is very helpful, useful, and it's
Fun.
catchy. Like,
Fun.
check the back seat.
Stibbs just, see,
you go.
catchy.
Check the
See, and
back
Stibbs
seat.
wrote Michael Brunts with a bunch of musical notes around it. And when John sings, it's a very specific way. It's not, he doesn't sing the theme
Uh-huh.
song. It's just,
Michael Brunts.
I love it. It's very good.
Yeah, it just
We're nothing if
Oh,
not consistent.
we're consistent and well, we're just weird. Johnny Pig is on one.
again?
If you had to pick one, which would you rather? That your rear end splits horizontally or your eyes split vertically? So, of course, you blink your eyes split horizontally. Now they would split vertically, and your patukas would no longer, you wouldn't have
They'd be on
side
top of
cheeks.
each
It'd be-
other.
so which would you rather?
Well, if my cheeks are that way, then I guess I wouldn't stand to wipe anymore. I could just kind of lean.
So
That'd be easier.
obviously, both of these would have major impacts on your life.
Yes, it would.
But I feel like the way you would see the world would be entirely, you'd see the world,
How would your
it
taint
would be
work?
more up and down and less side to side.
Well, no, not necessarily.
How would your
Yeah, it
taint
is.
work?
Like
in
right
that
now,
situation?
John,
if
you
your
can
eyes
see-
were the same, if your
Yeah, yeah.
eyes were the same,
the
but the
slits-
eyelids just closed side to side
Because
instead of up and down.
it's your
You'd see-
eyeballs, not the shape of
But-
your eyes.
But it would be like this. Yeah, you'd have less room side to side. Give me the weird
yeah,
butt.
but your blink.
I'm taking the
but you-
weird
But you'd
butt.
have more up and down.
Yeah, I don't need that though. I want
But
widescreen.
you don't notice when you
TVs
blink.
are this way. They're not this
Yeah,
way.
but you don't notice when you blink. You're blinking all the time, but you're never like cognizant of your blink. And the
Yeah.
blinking would still be the same. So whether or not the eyes close this
No
way
way.
or this way, it doesn't.
John, we see more this way than we do this
I
way.
think my life would be more affected if my crack was the wrong way. Also, how would the taint work in that? Would you even have a taint?
No, you're taintless.
You just wouldn't have a taint.
Yep, it's just a weird
No,
old
it
No
body.
just-
grundle for you.
Man, I'm a runner though. What would people think? They see me in my shorts. They say, "What's going on with that guy's butt?"
What are you, short see-through?
Well, I have some half tights that are very tight. Oh yeah.
Oh, so you
Show
want
off
people?
the
So you want people?
tuchus.
Nothing at all.
You want people to
Nothing at
see?
all.
I mean,
to
they
see
can-
your very, very,
They
very,
can see. They're
very
probably like
small
They're
camel
probably
toe.
like, look at all that. Hey, they're like, wow, it's so big and muscles. Look at that strong butt. Yeah,
That's disgusting. So you're going to go
I'll
over
show you
to
a picture
Boston.
of me in my half
No,
tights.
I don't want to see this.
No, I
I
got
do
a
not
photo.
want to see any more than I need to.
It was last
You
year.
should
don't
be
wanna see-
wearing regular shorts like regular people.
You don't want to see sexy Flanders Josh?
No, I do not want to see Josh's. The definition of Josh's butt.
I'm
Very
going to go
handsome.
the eyes, by the way. My life would
No
be
way.
affected too much by
People will
the
see
weird
you.
butt.
People will see you. They'll be like, wow, look
People
at that.
will see your butt.
No,
Yeah,
what
look
do
at
you do? Walking
Look at those
around
half
naked?
tights, John. Look at
So,
those.
John, are you picking butt or eyes?
I'm probably picking eyes only because, well, think about it. There's a natural, the reason why the natural split is there is because of how it connects with your,
yes, your
legs.
body. Yes.
And so
Yeah.
now your legs are going to be all messed around with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're sitting down. Sitting down would be very different.
Yeah, but your peripheral vision, as Jed points out, would be limited. I think
No,
you are
no, no, no,
underestimating
no.
how eyes work, John.
I think you're underestimating how blinking works. It's fast.
it's
You
not
don't
about
see it.
no, John. It's not about the blinking. It's about the shape of your vision.
Caller Trevor just had a really good argument against the butt.
Yeah,
If you go down a slide, it's going to go.
I'm 36. I don't go down slides anymore.
Oh,
I'm not a child.
You've never had a slide?
I don't think I'm allowed at parks. I'm an adult male. I don't go to parks with kids. I'm allowed at them. I just don't go to them. Edit that out of the podcast.
Nope.
I'm very normal.
I don't.
That's marked.
Don't mark it.
It's marked.
Now it's going to be in a promo. Not great.
Listen, even if I am to buy your theory about the peripheral vision, I would still do the eyes because think of how often you're sitting down.
Yeah.
And how much that's and think about you in running.
Yeah. See, now maybe I need to go with the eyes thing because that would be a game changer.
Because now your
Flopping around.
cheek is going to be up against your hammy, right?
yeah, it probably wouldn't be good.
Yeah, and so
maybe more
and so
cushion.
you're running, everything would be thrown off.
It would.
Also, the wiping situation would be
yeah.
hard.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
your
pain in the
hands,
ass,
your
no pun
hands don't
intended.
go that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and think about it too.
Oh yeah, Nick
Also-
standing up, that'd probably be good for you, you freak.
Would you have to get like double hand the toilet paper? And
Ah.
just-
And where
That-
does the horizontal crack begin and end?
Around your,
Are you-
it's just
I mean,
around
are
your
you
body.
talking-
Around the
I mean, are we
waist,
going
right?
from like
It
hip
looks like
socket to hip
lips. It
socket?
looks like lips now suddenly on your
It'd
backside.
be butt lips.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'd be
because
hip
the
to hip.
way we're formed right now, there's just kind of a natural start and an end point,
That's
Mhm.
true.
right? But if you're going side to side, where does it begin? Where does it end?
Mm-hmm. Dave says a horizontal butt would allow you to do Canadian South Park impressions a la Ace Ventura. Hey, Terrence. Jesse says if you had a sideways butt, though through your pants or running pants, people would probably think you lost a ton of weight and say good for him. Oh, there you go. It could end up being a positive for you.
But then they'd see the other bulge and they'd be like, "Are you okay?"
Now, what's going on over there with your ass?
We got some hit. And how would hemorrhoids work in that situation?
Oh, man, hemorrhoids, not great.
So it'd be harder to sit too. Right? I feel like you'd be rocking side to side with how the
Bounce would be
cheeks
bad.
are.
Yeah, bounce running would be bad. Bounce pooping would be bad.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be sliding all over
Yeah,
the
Toilet
toilet.
seats aren't shaped that
I
way.
guess I have the eyes. It changed my experience at movie
Johnny
theaters.
Pig, I don't know where you came up with that one, but
Yeah.
that is
How high were
that
you?
is a 1 in a million right
Mhm.
there.
Aaron and Papillion says, which is worse, nose hair or ear hair? I don't know if I have ear hair yet.
I have ear hair.
I don't like nose hair. Nose hair annoys me. I have a little trimmer, and I try to get rid of it once
Those
every
things
couple of weeks.
don't work.
Dude, they don't. Thank you, John, because they get some boogers in them, and then it screws
Okay,
them up.
Well,
I'm glad you said that because I've been wanting to get
They're a
one.
real rat. I mean, like, they work for, like, a half of a year, and then eventually they get boogers in them, and it's just
Like at some point, it's
Not
just
as good.
easier to pluck, right?
yeah, that's what I do. I just
Yeah.
pull out 3 at a time or so, and then I cry. It
Yeah.
always makes my eyes water.
See,
up.
and I hate my ear hair, but I think my nose hair is a little more
I don't
intrusive.
have any ear hair.
The problem with my hair and the color it is, it's sometimes hard to see if I
Mm.
have ear hair.
Which is kind of a blessing, actually.
So it has to be in just the right light, and I'm looking
like,
like,
oh,
oh,
whoa.
look, there it is, and there it is, and there it is.
I don't have a lot of ear hair, but sometimes I'll have like a long ear hair, and that makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Which is more if you run into an old who just has given up on
Doesn't care about.
Yeah, which is more
Great
of a
question.
distraction, the excessive ear hair or the excessive nose hair?
My grandfather, I love him. It looks like he has cotton balls in his ears.
Yeah, I think ear hair is more like, whoa. Because, like, you have, like, mustaches, right? Like, there's all this hair that is right near the nose, so it's like, that's not a big deal. But when you see, ear hair just kind of hanging out.
Like, how do you hear?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it explains a lot, though, doesn't it?
Well, and a lot of it, too, is, obviously, as you get older, you lose hair on top, so it stands out more.
It
How
definitely
do you trim
does.
ear hair? Is it
Again, you just take
are
the
there-
thing, yeah.
Okay.
It's the same as the nose trimmer.
See, and I don't
right?
wanna
But I hate those things.
shove a trimmer
so
in
I
my
just
ear.
use the regular trimmer, and I just like.
Oh, yeah? And so it's in the ear, in, like, that part?
Well,
Where's the
I
ear
mean,
hair at? Yeah,
Well-
my ears are bald.
I have
Smooth as eggs.
I have hair, some hair like peach fuzz in my lobe, but some of it grows like inside.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
any of that. That's nice.
It's
I'm a
annoying.
hairy boy.
It's annoying.
Nick is. I remember, I mean, every your chest will sometimes show itself on the camera, and it's like, whoa, Nick has a lot of chest hair. Wow, it just kind of died.
I'm still stuck on the butt question.
Johnny Pig, another one. This is a sports one.
Oh, God.
Can Travis Hunter win the Heisman if Colorado doesn't win, thus joining Paul Hornig as the only Heisman winners from losing teams? I think
Travis Hunter will only win if
He's not a quarterback.
good. That's good, Nick. Well
no,
played.
but he is in a unique spot where if you play as many plays as he does on both sides of the ball, you play a sexy position like wide receiver. You
And a sexy position like cornerback, too.
you definitely have a shot.
Needs more touchdowns, I would say.
The problem is the Heisman has become the best player on the best team award.
That said,
almost.
if someone's going to break through and do it, this is so unique. He right now has 342 receiving yards. That is bonkers. He has 5 touchdowns. That is also bonkers. He is a good player on the defensive side of the ball. I'm trying to pull up his stats. He has right now 1 interception. He needs more splash plays on defense, but he plays so many plays that if anyone could do it, it could be him. And you know what? It would honor the award, best player in college football. He is one of the best players in the sport right now. I think it'd
you
be
mean
cool.
like they honored the award by not giving it to him down the consumer?
But hey, I'm not going to be mad about that when they could fix it by giving it to him. I think it'd be cool.
Well,
you know
they
what,
wouldn't
though?
fix it. It would just be a token. And
I think
here's
they
the
have
other
to,
thing.
he has to overcome being on Deion's team. I actually think that works against him.
Who was
See,
the
I was
last-
going to ask the question: does it work against him, or because you
I think
have?
people are so annoyed by them.
Who was the last non-QB to win the Heisman again?
Devontae Smith, right? He won
Mhm.
it a few years ago
Mhm.
as
Okay.
wide receiver. Now, before him, it would have been a running back, and that would have been, was it Derrick Henry in 15?
Mm.
Yeah, it doesn't really happen very much anymore. I think it works.
It used to be running backs all the time.
I think it works against him. I think people are so annoyed by Colorado that him winning it would be like, wow, people really respect and like Travis. And I
But
think
you
that's
get-
the thing.
but you're
People
forgetting-
like Travis Hunter.
But you are forgetting that the Heisman basically allows, and I know there are legitimate Heisman voters who actually do take it seriously. So I'm not talking about you, but there are
And he
many
does mean
others
you.
who have a Heisman vote that have no freaking idea what they're doing.
Fair. Very fair.
And those are the types of people that would probably be more apt to vote that kind of emotion.
Yeah.
Either I'm a big Prime guy because I think it's cool what he's doing, or I can't stand him.
Tony says, Josh, you do have ear hair. It is used for hearing. Is that true? Do you hear?
Yeah, there's
with
always
hair?
little fine hairs in there, but it's when they get long and
Yeah.
gangly and out
Yeah.
of control. It'll happen. It'll happen eventually. It happens to all of
It
us.
does indeed.
All right. Well, there you go. That was a dumb debate.
Sure was.
That was a dumb debate.
Can't believe we had to convince you to not have a weird butt.
Yeah, it took a while, but I got there. I did get there. I don't know.
But
I think John's
imagine-
underestimating
imagine-
how much it's going to change your vision. Your peripheral
Yes,
vision.
but you're
is a game changer.
underestimating how much it's going to be
Change my
annoying.
running. Yeah, it'd be bad.
You'll never hit
But-
your head on things.
But
though,
think
now.
about this: you could be the first person to qualify for the Boston Marathon with,
With
a
a sideways
horizontal
butt.
split.
Oh, you know what? Along those lines, somebody did point out that your what did they say? It would look like a belt if you had a little brown streak going on across your pants. So that's something to think about.
Ugh.
By the way, Riley says this is why anyone betting on Shador to win the Heisman is throwing money away. If Shador has a good enough season to be a Heisman contender, it almost necessarily means that Travis is more worthy of
Yeah,
the Heisman.
no, Shador is not winning. No, he won't. even
Shador
be.
isn't going to win the Heisman.
No.
Travis Hunter, let me pull up his odds. which I meant to bring this up with you last week. How about the fact that in an interview we did, there was an earnest Heisman question on this show for the first time in I don't know how many years when Michael asked Ari about the Heisman. Travis Hunter plus 3,000. Wow, it looks like he has like the 15th best odds.
Wow.
To win the Heisman.
Who's leading?
Cameron Ward from Miami. Cam Ward. He is at plus 450. Jalen Milroe plus 600. Let's see, where is Dylan Raiola? Dylan Raiola's plus 7,500. He's not going to win it, but something to keep an eye on.
It'd be cool to have a freshman Heisman winner.
And that's Dumb Debates.
And that's Dumb Debates.